Ghost Beast!
Ghost Beast.
A horror podcast. I'm Todd.
I'm Becca.
And we're going to watch every single horror movie together, which is why today we watched Class of Nuke Em High from 1986. It's directed by Richard W. Haynes, who looks like he worked on a bunch of stuff with Troma. He also directed some badass sounding movies like Splatter University and Alien Space Avenger. I have no idea if those are good or not, but they sound cool. And of course, also directed by Lloyd Kaufman, who runs Troma and is involved in like all of these movies, which is the thing I guess we should get into first, because this is the first Troma movie that I think we've watched together. It's definitely the first one for the podcast. I think you picked it since the new Toxic Avenger movie is coming out soon.
No.
Oh.
I picked it because there's radioactive shrimp at Walmart.
Okay. I was trying to think like, yeah, I remember her picking this because it was somewhat relevant. I forgot about the fucking radioactive shrimp. Yeah, that checks out.
You know, also the Toxic Avenger. I know we both want to see that.
Yeah. I love those details. They like really solidify this as a place and time, because I was re-listening to our War of the Worlds episode, and in the beginning we were like, yeah, we picked this because of all the fucking drones, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about the drones. Holy
I know,
shit.
that was like years ago. It feels like
too much happening in the world. But there is a new Toxic Avenger movie. For some reason I'm very like lukewarm on it. I'm not excited or anything. Are you?
I'm kind of excited, yeah.
Why?
I think it could be, well, the marketing I feel like is good.
Oh yeah.
Like they got me with the marketing. It looks like, you know, like classic vintage horror, which I love. So
okay. Yeah, nothing against it or anything. I'm surprised since you haven't seen Toxic Avenger and you have no like Troma history.
Nope.
This is definitely something in my history, because when I was in high school, I was in a film class. And I feel like all of the film kids back then just thought Troma was like the coolest shit ever. And it's what like everybody was trying to copy and emulate, which is funny because, yeah, this stuff, I didn't even realize just how old this is, that this is like stuff from the 80s. Because I'm not that fucking old, okay? I was 2 years old when this came out. I was in high school in like the 2000s.
I didn't exist.
Okay. We're talking about the 2000s now. You existed then.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 80s.
No. But it's just funny that it still had that kind of cultural impact even then. That is the thing that kind of took you on a ride watching this. Yeah. I feel like there's definitely, I could see the gears turning in your head.
Yeah, there are definitely parts where I was like, how do I feel about this? So just like taking a step back, like, what is exactly happening here and what is the reason for it?
It's funny how like some of that stuff kind of comes full circle. This does feel kind of like a time capsule in some ways. Because I mean, the thing to remember is Troma back then, their whole thing, this was the counterculture. Like all the people talking about satanic panic and shit, they were just like, yeah, we're going to do the satanic panic.
Yeah, that feels especially 80s.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, it is like, it's just so clear how hard they are pushing against that stuff and trying to be as like outrageous and offensive as possible. I mean, this is also where like James Gunn comes from this shit, and it's so cool that he broke through the mainstream, and you can still see like that little bit of Troma flavor in all the stuff he's making, even with like DC. But it is just funny how like we went from like, yeah, this is fucking cool and punk rock and counterculture to now being like back to saying like, this is a little offensive. I don't know about this. What's it doing with this? Because there's a lot of just random titties, and we'll get into this in spoilers, because it's a little more than that too.
Yeah. Like it's not exactly the titties I have a problem with.
Yeah, there's more. There's a lot. We'll unpack that later.
Yeah.
For now, I mean, for those who don't know about this, it's like one of those movies like fucking Breakfast Club. If you take that and then you bathe it in nuclear waste, it's like that's when you have this. Because it is just all about like a nuclear power plant right by a high school that's like leaking this stuff
Yeah.
into the ecosystem. There's a lot of like nuclear weed and shit like that. And the local government is just trying to act like everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Don't worry about it.
Somehow still hits too close to home, even in 2025.
This stuff is going to forever be timeless,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, in trauma style, it's like I said, it's very like offensive. It's very over the top, very cartoonish. While also, yeah, really trying to push the envelope and be edgy and offensive. But it's also just like super fucking indie. So all the effects, the like body horror, the practical effects and prosthetics and shit, it's all just a bunch of weird ass punk rock kids trying to just do cool shit.
Yeah.
And I think that is always going to come across with these movies.
Yeah, I think that's honestly my favorite part of the whole thing is just like how cool and creative the special effects were.
Yeah, it turns out this stuff was cool, still is fucking cool, will always be cool. So maybe those dorky ass film kids were correct about this. It was fun. I don't think I had seen this one. I was definitely I have a friend who was also really into trauma, so we watched a bunch of stuff together. So we need to still watch like Toxic Avenger and God, what was the other one? I have to look up a list. I can't remember the names of them. I know there was one that was basically like Children of the Corn, except all the kids get their asses kicked at the end by the adults. It's like there's a lot of they made a lot of cool fucking weird movies. We'll definitely have to go through some more of those.
Okay.
But I do think like it's funny because I actually don't know what the last trauma movie is. I mean, they got Toxic Avenger coming out now, but it does feel like I've seen some of the later ones, and it does feel kind of like they are stuck in time to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And like this just definitely feels like, yeah, the 80s, the 90s, this is the era when this shit was popping. And I don't know if they were able to like keep that energy going and staying relevant. I guess we'll see when the new Toxie comes out.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it.
That's
I don't know
good.
why I'm
Why?
like not. It's not that I'm like against it. I just feel like I don't have any excitement. I don't have any hype. But I'm sure when I watch it, I'm probably gonna be like, "Fuck yeah."
Have you seen the marketing for it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Look at
I
me
don't know.
like I'm fucking crazy.
Oh, because it just looks so cool.
It does. I mean, we'll definitely see it when it comes out. I think it's really soon. But this was a fun way to dip into good old trauma. Hold on. Keep hitting the table.
Okay. I think that works better anyway, because then I can be closer to you.
Be real close.
Whoops.
Oh,
a little too
boy.
close.
Now you're hitting
I just put my leg back.
It was a good time. Glad you enjoyed it, even though it was like a kind of roller coaster up and down.
It definitely was a roller coaster, but I did like it in the end.
We'll get into that stuff.
I do think that this film made me realize that I am a pretty big fan of nuclear waste horror.
It's pretty cool. There's like there's a definite aesthetic to that shit.
Yeah, because I mean, it took me right to Return of the Living Dead,
Oh yeah.
which I love. So, especially for that. So,
Even like Reanimator, it's not like nuclear, but that fucking glowing green injection. Yeah, that stuff's cool. Now the content warning is a little complicated for this. I mean, it's like it is trying to be offensive. You kind of have to know that going into it. And I think like I've been trying to get you to watch some trauma stuff for a while.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was trying a few times to see Toxic Avenger with you.
Oh, really?
And
I don't remember.
Well, I think it's because I don't remember the movie that well. It's been like 20 fucking years since I've seen it. But like, I feel like I'm cursing a lot.
You
right
do.
now for some
You
reason.
curse a lot on this podcast. You normally don't curse a lot in real life.
I feel like it's extra bad today for some reason.
I think it's when you get excited. Sometimes you
I
curse
apologize.
more.
I'm so fucking excited. What was that? Oh, but I think the hang up was that I'm pretty sure there is like a kind of essay scene in Toxic Avenger.
Oh, well,
and
that probably was what.
yeah, and well, the thing is, I've been trying to explain to you that like these things, they're like cartoons. You know, it's like it's very
great.
over
It's
the
a
top.
cartoon essay. Great.
But that's. I was hoping you would understand what I mean now.
I know what
after
you
seeing
mean.
this.
I see now. I can't guarantee how I'll react.
I know.
But
that's the way it handles it. Is like not only are they pushing the envelope, they're just making it really fucking silly and over the top and like cartoonish. So some of the stuff that otherwise you look at side-eyed and be like, this feels a little offensive. It's like that's what they're going for.
Okay.
It's a different level of like upsetting you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not upsetting you with the trauma. It's upsetting you with like, I can't believe they're being this fucking offensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's hard for me to say, okay, how can I word this?
Yeah.
I think because we are white people, we can't say whether or not the blackface is offensive or not. Like,
okay, we're going right to
yes,
that now.
like,
Okay.
I mean, I found it kind of offensive. Like, it seemed a little too much. I feel like we could have painted his skin any other color and it still would have been funny. But this kind of like,
I mean,
I get they're trying to be offensive, but they
no. I think like if we're gonna get into it, I definitely was for a while like, no, I think it's just like tattoos on his face, and after a while, it's like,
No.
oh, I think there is something. I don't know how to unpack this one. There definitely seems to be some kind of blackface. There's like a lot of overt sexuality.
Yeah.
There's even like one of the people is just like a dude with titties, and like
Yeah, his bra seemed like it was stuffed, so I can't tell you what the intention is there. I don't know.
We'll get into those fucking goofballs and spoilers, but there is just, I mean, it's a trauma movie. You kind of have to understand what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Is like, in summary, it is going to be fucking offensive.
Yeah.
It's like, it is trying to do that. And
some
of it is like edgy in a way where it's like, all right. Like, I get it, guys. Like, you can fucking relax. I don't know. That's going to maybe work for some people, won't work for others. But overall, I think like it is a very interesting, very fun movie. And I had a good time with it.
Me too.
And there you go. Do you have anything else?
No.
Then let's get to spoilers. Because that was long as shit. How does that happen?
I don't know.
It feels like we barely said anything. Like, how the fuck does that happen? All right. So, the thing with these movies, there's definitely, I mean, this is part of the whole punk rock thing. It makes me think of like all those film kids in high school who were like very self-important with like the shit they were making. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like, all right, just relax. We're in fucking high school. Like, this is like...
Well, I understand. I mean, I didn't get into film until college. And that's when I dipped my toe into the film world. So I do understand what you're saying.
See, I don't want to like discourage anyone, but there is just this energy. I say this with love. It's that I can say it with love now. It annoyed the shit out of me when I was in high school. There's like this self-important energy there, but like it's like I said, now as an adult, I appreciate that even more. It's like fucking just go for it.
It's
like,
an art form.
It's great. Yeah. But the Cretans who seem to be, I think the idea is they were like the jocks, but I guess that nuclear weed like transformed them all into these random fucking characters. And I just think it's funny that like some of them are really cool, and you can see like it's just like, oh yeah, here's like the hair metal punk rock guy.
Yeah.
Here's the guy who looks kind of like a chicken for some reason.
Yeah.
But then it's like as you start going down the list, it's like, here's the guy who has titties. Yeah. And here's the guy who's got fucking hair sticking out of his face. It's like,
oh, the hair. I did not like looking at that.
He was definitely the least cool of the group. You know, like if you got to be the one that just have tufts of hair sticking out of your cheeks, it's like, okay, that's not very cool, but okay. And then of course, one of the main ones is the blackface tribal like dude bro, which was really strange. That was one of the ones where it was like, I don't know.
Because at first when I saw that character, I was like, is he blackface? And then I was like, no, there's no way. I'm looking at this wrong. And then you see him again and you're like, oh no. Yeah.
I can dig the aesthetic. That's cool. But also,
I get they're trying to be offensive. I get it. But I just feel like maybe his skin is blue or something.
Maybe it's also a problem that I don't think there are any black people in the movie at all.
Yeah,
on top
that's
of that.
Also
that's
another...
maybe a problem. But we don't need to dwell on that. Let's
Well, I mean, if we are going to be there, I will say that is some of the issue I had with the club scene full of naked women who were super skinny. No like hair of diversity.
Yeah.
There. At what point does this serve the movie or serve the men in the room making the movie?
Totally. I know
Yeah.
you got hung up on that part
Yeah.
specifically. And like, yeah, we got to think about that kind of shit nowadays,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So,
Unfortunately, I think fortunately that
well,
women
no.
don't get
Hold on.
exploited.
Let's not twist my words here.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's fortunate that we're talking about it.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that we have to talk about
yeah.
it. That it's like
Yes.
a thing.
Yes.
All right, Jesus Christ. Don't want to be misrepresented here. Okay.
Apologies.
Apology accepted. But it's like I said, it does feel like it's trying to deal with all these certain things. 'Cause, I mean, the very beginning of the movie, that nerdy kid who like drinks the nuclear water from the water fountain and then immediately like jumps out the window.
Yeah, and since we're talking about that, that is my favorite scene.
Oh, really?
I just love the way that they like showed his body like disintegrating from on the page. I thought that looked so cool. It was really well done.
That was that's funny because that was kind of like the introduction to like, this is what you're in for here. All right.
It was a good introduction.
But it's the way that like the nuclear waste, it almost feels like the kind of panic around marijuana and stuff back then, and all the things that like adults were afraid of, like teen pregnancy and suicide. And of course, like that's what happens to everyone as soon as they get infected by this stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, where it's like, yeah, they're trying to do something here. And it's like, yeah, I'm picking up what they're putting down. It's fine. Totally cool. I'll say I think my favorite scene isn't really a specific scene, but it's any of the scenes where you have the like fight scenes and the action. Just the way that they edit these scenes and like the dubbing that they use is so fucking silly.
Yeah,
and
their
over the top.
sound effects is like they're all super funny.
I just love that like during all these scenes, there's no natural sound. What's that called?
Ambiance?
No, I mean like they're not using the sound from the film. The whole thing is just dubbed over. So it's like every sound effect, every like ooh, ah, like all of it is like so exaggerated and shit. I fucking love it. Just the way they're able to deliver on that shit works so well. And the stuff with the radioactive fetus monster thing was really cool too.
Yeah, it was.
Always here for a cool weird ass monster. And like,
what about the radioactive boner?
Fuck yeah, that was cool too.
Honestly, I wish they would have shown it, because it would have been so fucking funny.
I'm surprised you didn't say that was your favorite scene, because watching that we were like, oh shit, and then when it cut away you were like, what, we don't even get to see it?
But like seriously,
that
like
boner
come on,
was like 20 feet high. That was crazy. Yeah, if the blanket came back and it was just like a little face on it.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. It had a little fucked up face on the tip of the penis.
That was one of the coolest scenes though. Like that one's very heavy-handed with like some of the themes, but it's just cool when like, yeah, it's the two main characters, they smoke that like toxic ass yellow weed and then have like this crazy ass teen sex scene.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, yeah, the dude just gets a giant boner while the girl gets like instantly pregnant.
Yeah, like what? She doesn't get a radioactive clit? Like the heck?
That was the thing after that, was one of the action scenes where he was like this toxic zombie just fucking up all the Cretan guys. But I did read like, yeah, the big mutant fetus thing, apparently they weren't able to construct like the whole creature. That's why you only see it in those weird shots, because it's just like an arm and a head and like different things. Yeah, they were doing what they could with what they had, for sure. But this was like, it was a fun movie. I really want to watch more Trauma.
I do too.
Did you have anything else?
No.
Okay. You can go ghostbeast.com for all their links. You can also search for Ghost Beast Pod. You can follow Ghost Beast on Letterboxd, where we rank everything that we cover. And you should follow Lux Fatale for Becca's artwork. I don't know why we haven't been plugging that.
I don't know.
Like this whole time.
No big deal.
Search for Lux Fatale. She has some cool ass artwork. As far as the ranking, I think I got it. I put it above Trap and below Pulse.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Okay, that's number 98 on our list. It's one of the fun things about the list growing is when I'm listening to old episodes, I'll be like, Yeah, this movie wasn't that good. Let's put it at number 17 on our list. The list was way smaller back then.
Yeah.
Be in contact us at podcast@ghostbeast.com. What is your favorite trauma movie that we should cover? Follow us on YouTube and TikTok. Rate, review, subscribe. Bye.